Alright, what's up everybody? So, this is something new I'm going to be doing. This is my new Dynasty mode gameplay. So, I'm setting up a Dynasty right now. This is not live commentary. This video is going to be about 22 minutes long. I think it's actually 21 minutes long. So, I'm making a new coach here. His name is going to be James Castle. Just a made up name. I usually don't the only time I ever do like my actual name is whenever I'm doing my own Dynasty. So I just thought it was just a random name. James Castle sounds pretty cool. Coach Castle sounds pretty cool. So I went with that. I was gonna do kind of like a heavy set guy. I saw him. He looks really nasty looking. So I went ahead and went with just an old looking guy. Gave him the nice. I was looking through the suits and the suit looks kind of awkward on the coaches all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the sweater vest. And of course I gotta give him the visor, which is classic with most coaches, and then gotta give him the glasses. So he's an old looking dude. I'm gonna make my alma mater USC because that's my favorite team and I like their playbook, so that's what I'm gonna go with. So USC is pro. I love the pro style offense. I think it's probably my best one, my favorite one in the game. So I'm just making sure that everything is okay. I think I'll put the I put the no huddle style on normal, just so that way whenever the CPU I guess is controlling my people, it won't be like running down the clock or anything like that. So gonna go with the playbook of USC. Gonna stay with a 4-3 defense. I think it's probably the most effective defense in the game. So I'm gonna play on All-American, and then I'm gonna leave recruiting difficulty on varsity. I usually don't change recruiting difficulty because it can usually be pretty difficult if you're using a bad team. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using a 3-star team. So right here I'm just making sure the custom AI is okay. I'm going to change my right here. I'm going to I think we're going to go ahead and change my save file to Dynasty 4. I think I meant to go 4.5, but I don't think it actually worked. So Dynasty. So yeah, so we're gonna go with 4, and then I went to BCS bowl tie-ins or custom conferences first. I think no BCS, yeah, BCS bowl tie-ins, and I don't really like how everybody's switched up to like what they're supposed to be. So I went ahead and opened up the slots and gave Conference USA a BCS bid after I did Mountain West, because I think Mountain West has always deserved it. So I'm gonna give Conference USA a BCS bid into an any bowl, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set up basically for every champion to be set up to any bowl. I'm gonna keep the Big East as a BCS automatic qualifier. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up for all of the people to be in any bowl, mainly because I like it that way. That means that it's not just set. I was thinking about after I did that, I was like, man, I should have kept the Pac-12 as the Rose Bowl, because that's like what they have to play in. And it's actually kind of sad because after this upcoming season, the Rose Bowl won't be a part of the BCS National Championship game. It will only be played within Superdome, the Sun Life Stadium, and what's the other one? And then I believe Arizona Stadium, where the Cardinals play. So right here I'm going to go ahead and switch. Oh man, sorry, my throat's hurting. I'm looking at the MAC just to see who's in it. I'm going to go ahead and go to Independence and go ahead and switch BYU to the Mountain West Conference, mainly because I believe that's where they were a while back. But I always think that BYU should always be in a conference. I could really care less about Notre Dame. So I was thinking about possibly going with BYU. I think it'd be pretty fun to go with BYU, but I found a better team to go with that I think fit the series a whole lot better, to kind of add a new aspect. I'm basically making this series like a return to prime time. That's gonna be kind of like the underlining thing, trying to bring a football program from the depths, basically. So for a while certain teams have always been really good and they've been really bad. So here I'm looking at BYU. I'm gonna go as the head coach. You're a 4-star. So I was thinking about it. Got some good contract stuff going up. Win 75% of your conference games each season. Win all team, fit all team needs and stuff like that. So win 6 games. That's pretty good. So I'm looking at their roster right now. Kicker's a boss. Quarterback's pretty good. He's not bad. The halfback is very good. He has good speed. Fullback's pretty fair. The wide receivers are really fast, which is good. Tight end, I always need a good tight end because they're my favorite. My problem with BYU though is that their defense isn't as strong as I would hope it would be. I'm gonna think about BYU. I'm gonna come back to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the ACC. I was thinking about Boston College. Boston College is a school I would like to possibly do. So I'm gonna look in here and see what they have. Look at their roster real quick. Their halfback is a boss, Michael Blake. Tyler Jordan is their quarterback. He's okay. He's not that good. If you look at his 76 overall, I kind of want a better quarterback, but I want a more balanced team than that. So, I'll probably will return to the ACC here pretty soon. So let's see. I believe I go to the Big Ten just to see what I can find. So I was thinking about Northwestern. Go Conference USA. Houston is a team that I would really like to go for because 86 defense, 84 offense. That's a really good strong attack. But I'm thinking of another team in mind. I had a whole bunch. Before I did this recording, I was thinking about what could I do? What could I take James Castle? What position could he take? So I was thinking about going to Rutgers. They're strong, 87 defense, 83 overall offense. That's a good defense, but I'm looking for a little bit more of a balance. Northwestern's another good pick, 86 offense, 84 defense. Thinking about it. Go to Big East. I'm thinking about USF. 80 and 80 on defense and offense, which is pretty balanced. I want a little bit more high on defense because I'm more of a defensive-minded person. So I was thinking, hey, you know what? Let's go. I'm thinking the Wolfpack. 91 overall, 87 offense. So I'm thinking, yeah, this may be pretty good. You gotta win 6 games in a single season. Sign 5 3-star prospects. Win 4 games in every season. So looking at their people, Mike Manning is the best cornerback on the team. He's a boss. Quarterback's good. Kenny Cole, their running back's good. They have good tight ends. Good wide receiver core. Fairly good defense, offensive line. Their defense is quite well. So I'm thinking, yeah, this may be pretty good. So I'm kind of having them in my mind right now. Thinking James Castle with the Wolfpack. Wolfpack were really good a couple years ago, or not really a couple years ago, more like 5 years ago. They were pretty good. I think they finished 3rd, and because Clemson and Virginia Tech beat them out one year, or maybe it was Georgia Tech whenever Calvin Johnson was with them. So I'm going to go ahead and sign with the Wolfpack. I'm going to take them back to prime time, get them back in the ACC championship game. That's a stretch, but I know that it's possible. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and go down and custom schedules. And I'm seeing they have a C+ schedule. So they face 2 FCS teams. I'm not really into that. I'm going to keep one of those FCS teams just for a tune-up game, kind of like a break before we go play Miami in Miami. So maybe I go right to Florida State at home. So Tennessee definitely opened up the game. Then we go to Connecticut. So I'm thinking, who could we go against in the 3rd slot? What would be a good team to go against? North Carolina always has a picking with somebody. So I'm thinking NC State. They have a big rivalry. I think that Louisville is the best place to go. We'll go into Louisville and see if we can upset the Cardinals at home. So we're gonna face the Rhinos at home, which is okay. I prefer to at least have one FCS game just for a tune-up. I know that you're supposed to usually have that at the beginning. Right here, I was thinking about what team could I really put in there, but I was looking for not so many, like a lot of these teams aren't that impressive. I was thinking of Syracuse, but I don't know. I was thinking Rutgers, thinking Pittsburgh, but I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep it as the what's it called? Yeah, the FCS East, because the Rhinos, they should be pretty well destroyed. But NC State, you never know. They'll probably get wrecked. Hopefully, I don't get destroyed, but maybe James Castle and his offensive and defensive mind can completely destroy them. So I see that we close the season against Boston College, which is a big one for me, because that's the other team I was really considering going for. So we're gonna go ahead and set up the recruiting board. We're needing a middle linebacker because I think we only have 2 on our roster right now. So, and one of them is a senior, so it means we only have 1. So a lot of these guys are definitely gonna be hopefully more than 3 stars, but I bet a lot of them will be less than 3 stars. I know my scouting has definitely helped me a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and switch real quick, and I think I'll pick back up whenever we actually get into out of this phase of choosing everybody. So be right back in a second. Okay, so now we're back into some scouting of the guys that we put up on our board. We got a lot of guys that only had 1 selection because possibly we could move up. So we're gonna go ahead and start scouting them. Ken Bowman, he's already raising up to a 76 overall. Some of these guys are 2 stars. They're not like your typical like USC 5-star recruits. I'm not really expecting much from that, in the way of being like complete bosses. But you always gotta be optimistic whenever you're coming into a season with a team that's not very good. A 3-star team. But I'm not gonna say they're not very good. I mean, they're 91 overall, which is fairly good for NC State. So, I hope that the Wolfpack do good this season. I'm not in real life. I'm not really a Wolfpack fan. I'm more of a Virginia Tech fan. So I was just thinking of a team that you just really don't hear about much anymore. And NC State's always been like one of those teams where they're kind of like they suck a year and then they're okay another year, and then they'll do really good, and then they'll suck for 3 years straight. So right here we're getting some good looks at who we're looking at. A lot of these people actually had me at number 1. I mean, that guy has NC State over Georgia and Alabama, for heaven's sakes. Thank you, Andy. Andy Brown. Props to you, my friend. So I mean, he's a strong safety. Any way that we can build the defense up, our offense will definitely fail from themselves. I think that this season will be very good. Be very good, building the legacy of James Castle and bringing the Wolfpack back to prime time. That's what I'm mainly focusing on in this series, is trying to get them back into the spotlight. Even if we make it to the ACC championship game and lose, we still made it to prime time. That's a prime time game. My goal is to make them get them to a bowl every season. Definitely want to win the ACC championship, because that puts us into a BCS bowl. So I think that's probably year 2. That's probably gonna be the year 2. I don't know if we'll get there in one season, but you never know. You could have a magnificent season and just completely ransack everybody, or you can have a bad season and not like get anywhere. So I think opening up against the Tennessee is gonna be a good game. That's always a good game. Against the Volunteers, and we have them at home, which is good. So you can see all these linebackers that I have lined up for me to view. I'm going to go after the guys that already have people selected. Sterling Williams, get him scouted. He's actually going to be a 83 overall, which is perfect. If I can get a good middle linebacker to be the general of my defense, it will be perfect for the type of defense I like to play, which is usually zone. I bring blitz every now and then. So I think looking at these scouting, I think it's gonna be good. A good draft class for us. I don't know if we'll get number 1. So it just really depends on what all happens. Because in football, anybody can win on any given Sunday, which is the NFL's terms. But anybody can win on any given Thursday, Friday, or Saturday or Monday. It just depends on when they play in college football. because they're weird like that. So NC State's actually got some #1 people looking at him. That guy's gonna be he's a 67. So actually, one guy's gonna be actually a 79. But you never know; they can also go up more that you scout them. So that's something good. So we're looking at some defensive linemen. Got a lot of offensive players that are interested in NC State, so that's something good. We're going to go ahead over here to Fred Hutchinson and go ahead and get him scouted. He's a 70 overall, which isn't bad, 70 is not bad. We're second place for him. So we're going to go ahead and start the season off. So preseason 2012 is done. We're going to start the season. Advance the season, yep. So, Tennessee's going to be a good match. I hope it is good. I've already played it, so it's very good. I was really proud of my team. I think that me being James Castle is a good deal because Castle's the man. So I really hope that it's a good season. I have a lot of high hopes for this team. So the one thing I'm more worried about is health of my players. Because since I don't have much depth in the depth chart, my second running back is okay. But if he gets hurt, then my third one will be bad, So if my first one gets bad, if he gets hurt, then I'll be okay. If the second one gets hurt, then I'll be kind of in trouble in my running game. If any of my offensive linemen get hurt, I'm dead. I'm pretty much dead in the water. So my goal is ACC championship this game. Is this really this year, and then possibly a bowl game. Would be very good. Hopefully, you're gonna limit it to no more than 4 losses. I want to go pretty high. So next time we'll play Tennessee at home. Hope you guys enjoy.